And once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's football game at Nixon-Fowler Stadium here on the campus of beautiful Clayton High School and a beautiful new facility we have here, just 2 years old. Please welcome with me the Clayton High School Marching Band once again. And if you would, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps to join the Clayton Marching Band and Chorus in their edition of the National Anthem, conducted under the direction of Mr. Joey Massey.
What a phenomenal
Ladies and
job.
gentlemen, another big round of applause for your Clayton High School Marching Band. Also, like I said, once again, under the direction of Joey Massey, this is the last time that these seniors will also be performing on this turf as a member of the Clayton High School Band at Clayton Football. Something I neglected to mention as well is our colors tonight presented by the wonderful Clayton High School ROTC program.
Yeah, let's remind everybody, they'll be here for the playoff games, but they will not be performing their Oregon Trail playoff program, is what I was told earlier this afternoon. A matter of fact, they'll be heading to Cary for a band competition next week, coming off of one last week. And again, all of this leading up to the start of this contest. Almost ready for this game, and Amy, again, you could just feel the electricity in the air. 6 minutes to kick off, and everybody, in the interests of safety following Johnston County Public Schools protocol, has done a phenomenal job filing in and following protocol to get here in a swiftly, fast manner, and the place is packed.
We call forward.
That is correct.
As we leave behind
right
their
now we
shoes
have
on the
our two
football field, that
captains
symbolizes
going
the
out on the
old
field
man
tonight.
adage of leaving it
Malachi
all on the field
Atkins,
every
number
time,
9,
as
and
well as
Cody
representing
Whitmer,
the
number
place that they leave in their
4.
hearts.
We wish for a great game tonight with lots of good competition and
We'll do that at
lots
halftime.
of excitement.
And the captains are at midfield. They're getting ready to meet at midfield. They're about to have the coin toss. We're about ready to get this thing started. Let's check back in on the sideline once again with our All-State sideline reporters. First to the away side. Check in with Braxton Kutchin. Braxton, what's the vibes now for Willow-Spring? Obviously, amongst all of the senior festivities, they've been a part of that as well before, but now they got to also get ready to play a good team here on away territory.
That's right, and I was talking to Coach Wilkes during warm-ups, kind of talking about, what the vibe of the team was like, and he said it's high, but focus, because that's what you have to be in a game like this, in a game that Mark referred to earlier as a trap game for Clayton, which I would agree with him on. It is a game that Willow-Spring's got to stay focused. They can't get too high on the win last week. It's reset. Enjoy it for the night. You come back the next day to work ready to go. So right now, that's what they've got to focus on. And one of the things they talked about when is the game down and being able to kind of keep this within themselves, because they've been in games. They've been in the Cleveland game. They've been in the Corinth game. But that's one thing they're going to have to do is kind of limit the mistakes, not turn the ball over. And if they do that, we could see a competitive game here tonight.
Let's check in on the Comets side of things with our All-State leads reporter, Kim Winslow. Kim, what do you want to add about the Comets? They look focused. They look poised. They look ready for another night here at Nixon-Fowler on the turf.
Yeah, before the senior ceremony started, when they were warming up, we talked about they just looked relaxed out there. They looked like they had fun, but again, focused. But then, you get that long break in between, and that goes for both teams. They were all out here warming up, and then you get a long break. You get back, you get focused, because you've got a task at hand. And
ladies and gentlemen, your Comets have won the toss and elected to
looks
defer.
like the Comets
to
have won the
half.
toss, and they're going to defer.
Awesome.
And they usually can do that, right?
Yeah,
we usually
most,
see them do that. They get out on
teams,
defense, and then they get the offense to start the third.
Most teams choose to defer. They want to get that ball in the second half. And, hey, look, it's going to put the Comet defense out on the field first, and we've seen just how much of an impact they've had here.
Yeah, speaking of the defense,
setting the tone
obviously
for the game.
Cody Whitmer, 72 tackles, 18 tackles for loss, 6 sacks, 1 interception, 1 fumble recovery, 1 forced fumble, and obviously 2 touchdowns now. Got to give credit for number 3, Brandon Faison. He's the one that made the safety/touchdown happen last Friday night that we thought Terrell Junie did, but got to give him credit. What a great job they did, Amy.
Yes, they did a phenomenal job last week. I will have to say that Brandon, he picked that ball up and scored, and it was a cluster of people.
Yes.
And luckily we had Kim watching from Kentucky, and she was able to say, wait a minute, and then we got confirmation this week that it was in fact Brandon that scored.
Almost ready for game time. We'll get ready to hype him up as Mr. Robbie Worrell does his famous Bruce Buffer impersonation. And it'll be ready to go here in just a moment to introduce our Comets here for senior night. It should be a good one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 2 minutes and 30 seconds before we bring them out and we get ready to rumble.
Just getting a little started. He's not officially pumped up yet there, so.
He's easing us into the night.
Easing us into it. Yes, it is for sure. Mark, I bring you back into the fold, obviously, boss man. You'll be running the clock. I know you'll chime in a time or two, but, listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to your feet. Stand up, cheer, as it is. It's time! Here come your Comets!
And that's what you wanted to hear. Oh, baby. Mark, how excited are they senior night? I mean, this is a special night, another night in the office, but they're ready now.
Well, they are. They're excited. It's a fun thing. It's a sad time, but it's joyful in the end. Go out here, establish yourself, get to winning this ball game, and have fun doing it. And it will be a memory of a lifetime.
Strap in, ladies and gentlemen. The game is underway next at Nixon-Fowler Stadium. This has been the Vincent's Pub and Eatery pregame kickoff.
The telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
CRN Sports is on the air with live coverage of the Clayton Comets. It's time to get Comets all in for coverage of football, basketball, baseball, softball, soccer, and volleyball. We're proud to be the voice of Clayton Comets athletics all season long. We are CRN, the Community Radio Network.
Oh, they're ready. It is game time. Jackie Posey, down to you. What was it like just hearing the crowd and the emotion of senior night and listening to that amazing crew come out on the field?
It was exciting, but I think we could do better.
Jackie, so she's hard to please, isn't she, Amy?
I'm not hard to please. Just do what you came to do.
Discerning taste.
Discerning taste, I love it. Hey, by the way, we're ready to go. The Willow-Spring Storm will be defending from left to right. That's Highway 70 side. The Comets will be defending from right to left, school side. To get this game away, senior night underway between the Willow-Spring Storm and the Clayton Comets. And it'll be a touchback at the 25.
Goes out of bounds to the end zone, which will set the Storm up first and 10 from the 20-yard line.
First and 10 on the 20 on the touchback. By the way, Comets, again, as we mentioned, number 8-0. They're 8-0, 5-0 in the Greater Neuse River 4A standings. Last year, they beat the Storm 49-6. That was the game that was on the road, Amy, if you remember. That was a late start. Hit them thunderstorms hit on that Friday night. Didn't really get the game started until around 10:30. Here comes the first snap for Willow-Spring. That's a handoff by number 16, Ethan Dykes.
Wrapped up by a couple comments, about 3 on that carry.
Number 11 running the football. That was Amir Wallace, the sophomore running back. Braxton, down to you. Give us some more information about this sophomore that the Storm have here. Be 2nd and 7 on the 23.
Yeah, one thing Willow-Spring is going to try and do is establish the run. And so using the sophomore is going to be the key right now, because I talked to Coach Wilkes earlier, like I said, and he said they're going to want to try and slow down the game.
Sweeping, they got it brought down. Big read there. Calmeris Holly got red. He got brought down quickly. Malachi Atkins and others making some big stops, Amy.
Yes.
Loses 5 yards to bring out third down and about 12.
A big third down already. And the Comets defense stepping up here, 3rd and 12. Mark, what a good job. They lost 5 yards. The Storm did that last exchange.
They did. Defense read that. Jet sweep to the short side of the field. Linebackers were all over that.
Already a minute gone, 3rd and 12. They're on the 18. We'll introduce the defensive starting lineup presented by Hometown Realty, as well as the offensive starters in the next series. 3rd and 12, ball on the 18-yard line. Wallace gonna run with it on his own. No, he's getting ready to fire it. He'll launch it. Nobody there. Boom! Big slam, baby.
And he's met immediately by number 4, Cody Whitmer.
Cody Whitmer said, "Welcome to SmackDown in C-Town."
I'm telling you, I'm so caught up in watching the game right now because defense came out ready to play.
They sure did.
That's why they gave them the football, so they could establish what they needed to start this ball game.
And now the ball will get punted at around the 47-yard line.
Decent kick for the Storm.
Well, I tell you what, Jackie, what a job by the Comets defense on the field right there.
Well, let's just hope offense comes out and does the same.
Amen, sister. Amen.
So the opening series is squashed for
3 and out.
the Willow-Spring. It's 1, 2, 3 and out. Like we say in the old ball game, the same in football. What a job down there, Kim. They got to be fired up on the defense for the Comets on the sideline.
And that's how you set the tone for the game. And that Comet defense, I mean, just as we expected them to show up tonight. And, of course, Cody Whitmer making a big statement on 2 huge plays.
Amazing.
What a phenomenal job. And now the Comets will be ready at midfield. Aiden Smalls, QB1, junior number 2, goes right up the middle. And they fumble the football. Shades of what happened in the first series last week. And they turn the football over. Same like last week against the Pirates. They do it in the opening series against the Storm.
The Storm will take over.
Wow.
Yeah, as we were saying earlier, those things have to be negated early in the game. If not show up at all would be preference. But we'll see the defense again, and hopefully we'll get the ball back in just a second.
A fumble.
Looking to throw.
And now the
deep.
defense throwing long, no one home. It's incomplete.
Excellent. Good defense on that play as well.
It was intended for number 7 of Luke Maslow, the wide receiver sophomore. Went deep there. No one home, though. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Storm. Man, Jackie, Amy.
I'll answer to anything.
It is the second week in a row, though, on the opening series for the Comets that they fumble the football.
And last week I attributed it to nerves. I do think some of it very well may be nerves again this week. You've got to get in the thrill of the game. You've got to get your nerves settled. You've got to get motivated, and just a slight shift and not tucking that ball in tight to your body, and it got punched out.
Pick up a 4 by Amir Wallace. By the way, this game's sanctioned by the Greater Neuse River 4A Conference of the North Carolina High School Athletic Association. The referees coming from the Triangle Football Association. It is referee Sean Delaney, umpire Robert Edwards, linesman is Michael Shepard, line judge is David Sawyer, Jamie Massengill is the back judge, and we got laundry flying. Jackie, you saw that before we did.
Offsides on Clayton.
Oh, boy, there's a penalty on the Comets, offsides.
So we got them offsides on the Comets. We'll give
back them up 5 yards.
Bring up now 3rd and short.
Move the Storm 5 yards, I meant.
The Comet 43-yard line.
And they go down to a 3rd and 1 on the 43-yard line. So the Comets on their opening series fumble the football, turn it back over now for the second series for the Storm. Willow-Spring on a 3rd and 1, ball on the 43. Wallace slaps, claps, goes up the middle. There goes the run by the sophomore, number 11. That's Samir Wallace from the handoff by Dykes. Ethan Dykes goes to Wallace right up the middle, Braxton, and they're moving their way in the Comets territory.
Comet player down.
And we got a Comet player down.
Looks like Javion Parker.
Down to you for an all-state sideline report for the Storm.
Yeah, right now they're just moving the ball kind of with ease and a little bit kind of messing with snap count, see if they can try and get Clayton to jump offside like they just did a second ago. And we see that, if you can take anything you can get right now, especially if you're the Storm, this drive, very important.
We do have a player down for the Comets. Who is it, Robbie?
33.
Number 33, Brandon Faison is down. Brandon Faison is down. That'll let us step away and take an injury timeout from Nixon-Fowler Stadium.
Services, the time is now. With mortgage interest rates up, so many smart homeowners are renovating rather than moving right now, and those who hire Atwell Exterior Services in Greenville are thrilled that they did. For residential roof replacement, roof repairs, roof inspections, and more, done right by a local family business with awesome customer reviews, please visit AtwellEXTServices.com or call to set up a free inspection. Atwell Exterior Services, honesty, integrity, experience. The time is now.
Brandon Faison able to get up and walk under his own power, though limping to the sideline. Trainers of the Comets will check him out, as well as Dr. Carl Lloyd. And we're going to fire the football. Almost picked off. It is incomplete.
That was an
no
awesome
flags.
coverage.
Great coverage on Landon Beckwith.
Yes.
Defended nicely back there by the Comets.
I mean, that was perfect. Amy literally
What number
gave
was
him
that?
plenty of room. Didn't rush.
That's where you're matching up their best wide receiver. One of X, that was A.K. Cremel on the coverage.
AK.
Knocked it out at the last minute.
A.K. Cremel, Catron Cremel, number 13, the defensive back
Number
sophomore.
13, great play back there. A.K. Cremel back there picking up the pass play.
So that was A.K. Cremel.
Storm.
It'll now be a 3rd and 10, ball on the 35. Comets defense trying to keep goose eggs on the board against the Storm in their second series now.
And we've got some personnel confusion. Keyshawn had to come off at the last minute for a equipment issue. So they're trying to
Caden
rush and
Blackwell
get somebody
coming
onto
in.
the field.
Yep,
I do
Caden
love
Blackwell.
equipment issues.
We'll introduce what the Comets are donning tonight for senior night, as well as the Storm go right up the middle again. So the Willow-Spring Storm are the away squad. They're wearing white game pants, white jerseys, dark blue numbers, Storm on the front, and their helmets are kind of like a metallic greenish black, if you will, depending on the way the light spots on them with Storm. Comets are wearing home colors. They are wearing not blue. They're wearing white game breeches, black jerseys with blue numbers with white trim. Their white helmets with the C and the blue stripe right up the middle. What a nice send-off for senior night, Amy.
It is. We do like white breeches around here.
Don't jump.
White game pants. They look good. Usually they wear like white game pants and blue jerseys.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Changing it up. Remember they wore the black on black at homecoming against Southeast Raleigh? And now they're going to go up the middle to the left hash mark, and
It's
there's going to be a
gonna come
flag.
back.
It's number 11
Yeah.
of Amir Wallace running the
Run off left
football.
side, but
There's a flag on the play, though.
It's going to come back.
Here's your hometown realty starting lineup defense players. Tyrell June is defensive end. Josh Kelly, number 55, defensive tackle, defensive end, number 8, Keyshawn Stansel. Delmont Burt is an outside linebacker. Inside linebackers for Brandon Faison, Cody Whitmer. Malachi Atkins is in the safety spot, as well as Tayshawn Walker, safety. Your cornerbacks include Cody Larkins and A.K. Cremel. Possible other players will be linebacker Dre Parker, Makai Foy, in cornerback, as well as Malachi Burt. 3rd and 16, and the Undertaker bells are chiming. Maybe we'll have a little under pressure again tonight.
Definitely some under
Need no
pressure.
penalties. Need no penalties.
Kim chimes in. Jackie chimes in. No penalties. We do not need penalties on a 3rd and 16.
He's under pressure.
And he's going to run, and he goes
He's gonna sit down.
Big stop at the 45. Man, big moves there.
66.
Number 56.
56.
That's Jaden Codwell making the takedown. Jaden Codwell, the sophomore.
And number 20, Delmont Burt, was in there as well.
And if you want to give credit to all three, Josh Kelly as well. Caden Blackwell, Josh Kelly, and Delmont Burt were the Comets trio on defense. And they force a 4th down on the Storm.
And the Storm kicked it, and we'll be taking over about the 18.
Boots punch down inside the 20-yard line, about the 18-yard line.
7:12 left to go. All right.
Maybe the 19-yard line, moving 1st and 10.
Now, Kim, back down to you
Right
for an
to your
all-state sideline report. What did the offensive and the QB coaches say to our offense players after that first series? What was the vibes like?
Well, obviously, were frustrated. That's not what they wanted to do on their first play of the game. And so it's talking about getting focused, behind in the game, and hold on to the ball. Got to protect the ball.
Protect the ball at all costs.
Hold on to that pigskin.
I was going to say, I heard
now
some of them all the way up here.
We'll
There
see
you
Noah
go.
Smith come in the backfield.
I have to say, just as an aside, Noah Smith is so excited to be back in the game.
Oh, yes.
He was so happy at the Coach's Corner Tuesday night.
Had a hat trick, 3 touchdowns last week in the game, of course,
Pick up
against
about 5 on the play.
Corinth Holders.
Hobbs on the carry off the left side.
Terrace
Second
Hobbs
down
up the
and
middle
about
on the
4.
carry. We'll introduce our Hometown Realty
We got 6.
offensive starting lineup in just a moment. It'll be now a 2nd and 4, pickup of 6 yards on that last play. Mark, what's that like, though, to come back after a long injury, and especially at the right time, playoff time?
First down.
First down.
Quick pass out
Moves the
left,
chains.
complete. Pick up about 8 on the play. Will be enough for the Comet. First down.
Well, it's awesome. You want to get back. You want to participate.
Once
You want to
again,
be out there
that
with your
goes on
teammates.
first down to another
You
sponsored by
don't want to be
StateWild.com.
sitting on the sidelines. So, what are we on, the 34?
Aiden Smalls to Tavon Evans right there. Move the chains. First down, 1st and 10. So now it'll be a 1st and 10 at around the 34-yard line. Motion movement. This is River Fiore, the tight end. Sweep up the middle to the left hash mark. They fumble the football. Picked up the football. Got back the football. Keeps the football. Comets wheel. And maybe a pickup of a couple of yards.
Yep,
Yeah,
number
I
53.
think we might have had 2 men in motion on that
Back
one.
about 5 yards, and when we play
They
it
won't
down,
set
it'll be
for a
1st and
second.
10.
That's Bay John McLean, by the way, that
1 second.
saved the day.
However,
Yeah.
we got a penalty on it, so we're going to get backed up about 5.
And we have a flag on the play, so they're going to push them back 5 yards here.
1st and 10 from the 34, going to back them up 5.
39?
No, to maybe to 29.
29, that's right. We're not
Should be
going
a
for it.
5-yard penalty.
Countdown mode, 5-yard penalty on the Comets. If you're keeping count, that's the 2nd penalty on the night for Clayton.
Let's
Looks
not
like it'll be
keep
1st
count.
and 15 for the Comets.
That's right, Amy. 1st and 15, ball on the 29. Aiden Smalls goes up the middle.
Short gain
Maybe
off
get
the
back
right
to
side,
maybe the
handoff
line
by
of
Smalls.
scrimmage,
Almost
maybe
to the
right
original
back
line
there.
of scrimmage, yep.
Out to
Hobbs on the carry for the Comets.
20,
Pick up about 3. Bring up
27.
2nd down and 12.
No, 33.
Yes, 33-yard line.
I think that might have been Khalil. Is that Khalil out there? Yeah, that looked
Yeah,
like that
that's
was
Khalil
Khalil
Hamilton
on
running the
carry.
football, by the way. Khalil Hamilton was running the football in the running back spot. Already got 2 varsity touchdowns as a freshman running back. Goes up the middle, big bodies flying everywhere,
Smalls on the
and
keeper off the right side.
Got
Another
about a
short
gain of 2 on that.
that was
About
Aiden
down
Smalls
to
that
about
held onto the
35-yard
football.
line. Should bring up about 3rd down and about 9 for the Comets.
Boy, 3rd and 9 coming up. We're midway through here in the first quarter, Amy, and right now the Willow-Springs defense is definitely giving Clayton a run for their money in their opening series of the 2nd time.
Well, Willow Springs has nothing to lose. They came to play. And we need to be very cognizant of that, and we need to be as aggressive as we can be. We need to try to get another first down and keep going.
3rd and 9, ball on the 35. Aiden Smalls, he's going to fire through the air. Is it caught? No, it's incomplete and it's out of bounds.
Broken up by number 2.
It wouldn't have been enough for a first down.
Yeah, Holly on the coverage there for the Storm. And it is a 4th and 9. And boy, I'll tell you what, Kim, been a while since we've announced this. Chris Mahia coming out here and going to have to punt the football after Comet's 2nd series going null and void.
Timeout. Mahia's coming off the field.
Probably
What's-
equipment.
I don't know what the deal is. He's coming off the field. I didn't see a timeout. I said that, but I don't know what the deal is. Now-
They're going to actually
now
bring
number
someone else
15.
on the
Looks like they're-
field. That's number 15. Kim, down to you. What's going on?
23.
Now
no,
Nate Lunger's gonna come out.
Yeah, Lunger's coming out now. Nathaniel Lunger's going to kick the foot.
Now we're calling a timeout.
Yeah,
What's the deal?
Come
I
on,
mean,
guys. What is all
This is part of the problem with these nights like this.
Looks like a little bit of confusion.
Coach Scott Chadwick's fixing to have a heart-to-heart with all of the varsity players right now.
And that is about to go down as we speak. If you look on the bottom right of the monitor, you can see Coach Chadwick has huddled the entire Comets team, and I mean everybody.
He is not happy
right now, telling them what is going on right now, Amy Coates. And I could use some expletives, but I'm going to be very nice about it.
No.
Well, I'm going to say this. You do not want to give the game away. You do not want to come out and look like you've never seen a football before.
It right now it's a mindset. Why is my punter going out there if there's an equipment issue? Why are you not ready to go? What, assignment wise, why do you not know how to line up? Right now he's just not happy with anything.
Get your act together.
Mark, were you in the huddle just now? He said this is embarrassing. This is not championship football. We've had 3 mouthpiece issues. How do you go out on the field without a mouthpiece?
Wow.
We've had 2 fumbles. We can't get set. We got wrong personnel. He is furious with this team not coming out focused.
Wow, he's going to have to put the football now. And now the ball will fly.
It's high.
It's up high. It's dropping down around midfield, around the 45-40 area.
That's going to be down to around the 45-yard line.
And that'll be where the Storm will begin another drive.
So they're starting on the 44.
Somebody better wake up. Somebody better make a play because this is not how you go 9-0.
Can I say this, though, Mark? You can't blame it on the defense because the defense are really doing good on the
don't
field,
matter.
right?
It don't matter if it's the defense or it's the
together.
offense. You win as a team, you lose as a team. You get your ass chewed as a team.
There you
And
go.
the defense has had
for the
equipment
night.
issues. The defense has had personnel issues. It's
yes.
both
That's right.
sides of the ball and special teams. So all
Up the
facets
middle,
have not
up the
been
middle.
focused.
Number 11, Amir Wallace running the
got
football, the
6
running
on it.
back.
Number 11
Number
goes up
6,
inside,
Mackay
give him
Foy
about
on the
5
stop. That's Mackay Foy making the stop on Amir Wallace, and they're right at the Fame C at midfield. Braxton, what's the vibes like for the Storm on the sideline right now? I mean, I don't think that they feel in a bad mood, do they?
No, you couldn't tell it if they were happy or sad because right now all I see is business.
They're focused.
They are focused. They have a mission in sight, and right now they're executing. The defense played well. One of the things Coach Wilkes talked about is when they played in those close games against Cleveland and Corinth and all that, the defense played well. They've just got to be able to put the offense together, and they want to see a game out of the whole team and a team win.
This time, Comets defense led by number 8, Keyshawn Stansel,
And there's a
Tyrell
flag.
June, and we got a player a little slow getting up for the Comets.
Yep. He's walking it off. Little hitch in his giddy up, but he's walking it off.
It looked like Caden Blackwell, maybe. Keyshawn Stansel's got to fix his arm pad. They made the stop on Amir Wallace, and we got a flag on the play here. Looks like it might be against the Storm. We'll find out here.
We'll see. What I don't like is it looks like the defense is not being aggressive. Looks like they're catching instead of
tackling.
Yeah.
Not stepping up and grabbing them like you said, yeah.
Is that unsportsmanlike?
Unsportsmanlike conduct going against Willow-Spring.
Well, unsportsmanlike conduct.
15-yard penalty.
That is a big penalty Jackie Posey enforced on the Storm. Comets defense needed that.
Yeah, they do. They penalties need to stay with Willow-Spring, not with us.
Penalties, yep. Unsportsmanlike.
Well, so if you look at Willow Springs, the offensive line, they got some decent size. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
And they're leaning on the Comet defense right now, and they're being aggressive up front. They're attacking. That's why I said what I did.
You mentioned players like number 50. I think it's Ethan Webb. He's 280 pounds. Number 53 is 220. 320 pounds is Jackson Altman, number 66. Logan Purdue, 300 pounds. So, like you said, you got some pretty big boys there on the front line there.
Very big boys.
19 for the Storm now.
Javion Matthews is a 340-pounder defensive tackle.
Yeah, I mean
number 99.
They're nice. They're great size to play
So
the game.
a big penalty, and it's going to go against the Storm.
And they're attacking the middle of our defense is where they're attacking.
So what should have been a 3rd and 3 is now a 3rd and 18 on the 36. 15-yard penalty.
One hole, 3 hole. They're liking the left side of that line predominantly.
And they call it a dead ball and sportsmanlike conduct on the Willow-Spring Storm. And now the referee is talking to Coach Scott Chadwick, giving him a little bit of an understanding of what the reason why on the call is for, maybe, or we'll see.
Oh, I'm quite sure
It's
that,
on the Storm,
that Coach
so-
Chadwick was probably asking for clarification on any matter.
Yeah. So a 3rd and 18. The tight end's moving. That's Drew Bergen to the right.
He's looking across the middle. He's
Oh, boy. Almost picked off
That was
by Cody
dangerous.
Whitmer.
That
Cody
was
Whitmer
dangerous.
Cody
almost
is
got his second
everywhere.
interception of the
Yes.
season.
Grayson Mosley defended nicely by the
Cody
middle
Whitmer, by the
linebacker
way,
for
the
Comets.
defensive
We'll
leader
go
for the
fourth down at
Comets.
about 18.
72 tackles.
And I'll tell you another thing. The Willow-Spring Storm is not wasting any time. They're
And the
on
Storm
the
will punt
field.
the football.
They're on the field. They're lined up. They're getting out of the way, and
Yes.
they're
They came to play ball.
They're not wasting any time.
They're
out there.
not. They're not.
They know where to be, how to be, and what to do.
Very well disciplined. That's what I'm saying about Willow-Spring right now. They look very disciplined.
And McCoy gives a fair catch sign at the 40-yard line. We'll get ready to see what the Comets can do now on their 3rd series. First series, they fumbled the football. Second series, they had to punt the football.
And their defensive line ain't no slouch now.
No.
There's that big 340-pounder, Javion Matthews, Amy, I was telling you about.
Yeah, he's got a pretty three-point stance, I tell him that.
There's some boys down there that
goes
has
up
some
the
fried
middle
chicken.
to Noah Smith. Noah Smith running the
Gained about
football.
2.
Maybe a couple picked up there for Noah Smith. Good to see Noah Smith, the junior running back.
And you talk about Noah Smith, he ran right into that defensive lineman, that 340-pound
He sure did.
defensive lineman. I don't think Noah Smith's going to take him on.
That's the player, Javion Matthews, that we were telling you about.
Them boys have had some chicken, some steak, some pasta, and some rice.
I think
They
Noah
were-
must
they-
have felt like he needed a hug, Kim.
There we go. Here we go now. Smalls will go to Smith. Smith stays with Smalls. And
That did-
boy, they
that did
ran
not
him and
sell
stopped
that.
him. Couldn't sell it at all. Nice acting. Goes awry as number 6 stopping. That's Charlie Hooks, outside linebacker. He'll get the credit for the tackle. Number 6 will for the Storm. And just like that, Mark, it's 3rd and 10.
The Clayton offense is stalled right now.
My goodness, guys, come on.
They're kind of stuck in their own little world.
We need a big play to break something open right now. So
Starting to hear the crowd come alive a little bit. Aiden
the throw.
Smalls on a 3rd and 10. Fires the football. It is caught. Number 80, Darian Ellis, and he's looking for the end zone. There's a big play, Amy. Touchdown, Comets. There's your big play. 60 yards to the end zone. Number 80, Darian Ellis.
I hope that's the spark they needed.
I think it is.
I was going to say, Amy, we need you to tell us that every time.
We needed to speak it into existence.
Well,
That's all.
We'll set up for the point after attempt.
Darian Ellis with his 13 reception, 149, and now his 3rd touchdown.
And here comes Chris Mejia for the extra point.
And Chris Mejia ready to tack on the extra PAT. As Amy mentioned, he's 34 for 37. Make it now 35 for 37. Yes, ma'am. Got it. And they're good. They're on the board. And you know what time it is, Jackie? Get ready for the C-Man.
As you all will notice, down to my left-hand side, we're missing somebody from the stands.
Where is he?
Tonight, I'm taking it over. So here we go.
Where's the
Give me the
C-Man?
C. Give me the O. Give me the M. Give me the E. Give me the T. Give me the S. What do you got? Louder. Louder. Woo!
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I will tell you one thing. He was at the JV football game last night. So
Excellent.
wherever the C-Man is, hopefully you're tuning in and listening.
All right, fans, let's keep that energy up right now for the kickoff. We got to keep it going.
Ready to see what the Comets will do here. Mark, what's your take of that scoring drive? The first Clayton chiropractic scoring drive for the Comets there. Kim, down to you for an All-State sideline report. And Clayton, 60 yards. Darian Ellis, 3rd touchdown of the year for number 80.
You know, and as much as we like to see long, sustained drives, I think that's just the kind of energy that this offense needed to kind of pump up this crowd, pump up this sideline, having a big play like that. And Smalls dropped back. He found Darian Ellis wide open, and Darian Ellis did the rest.
Well, that was a size matchup, too. He had him by 6-7 inches.
Yeah. On a 3rd and 10, by the way, Amy.
Yeah.
Aiden Smalls fires the rocket. Catch made it around midfield. And number 80 broke by 2 tackles.
Yes, he did.
By the Storm and quickly found the end zone.
And that's what happens when you try to hand tackle and then arm tackle. It's much easier to get away from the defender.
Storm running with the football on the kickoff return.
they're
That's
stopped
number
at the
15 of Grayson
20-yard line.
Mosley. Oh, boy, they're pushing and shoving down there.
They are.
First and 10.
I think Willow-Spring is a little mouthy, it appears, and we are taking offense of it.
Don't let them get in your head, though, right, Mark?
No, do not let them get in your head. They would love nothing than to come out here and spoil the senior night and spoil whatever they can. You know, Comets can't let them get in their heads. Got to go out there and play the football game and be aggressive.
1st and 10, ball on the 21. Quarterback up the middle again to Wallace. That's Dykes to Wallace.
Quit sitting there catching.
And there I see Tyrell June, Mackay Foy, Keyshawn Stansel all stopping Wallace there.
Well, it was a great collective stop. However, they waited for him to come through the line instead of meeting him at the line. And that is something that we need to negate. We need to meet him where he's at, not wait for him to come
We
home.
just need to have you humming, Amy, all the time, you know. Jackie, didn't she do it? She said we need a big play. We need something big to happen. Humming. Amy thought it, and it happened. It was a touchdown.
We got a first down.
Pass complete out to the
So-
left-hand side.
I was looking at the wrong pile, my bad.
What we need right now
For the first down for the Storm.
is
First and 10
a
from their own
very
34-yard line.
statement-making stop, and a turnover would be great.
Let me tell you what you need to do. You need somebody to knock the piss out of somebody right now
That's
and
right.
turn the football over.
Yes.
That's
Right.
twice
That's what
now.
you need.
That's twice.
I think that is what I said, except I said it a little nicer.
I'm going to get a beat button, right? Let me get a beat button. Might be a half of a second off of his language dialogue, but as soon as he says a dirty word, I'm going to go beep.
Now, that wasn't a bad stop.
I've cursed myself. We all have. Looks like a big stop there. That was number 16, Ethan Dykes.
It's a noun.
It is. It's a noun. It describes a person, place, thing, or idea. 2nd and 9 coming up on the 35. I'll tell you what, though, Braxton, down to you for another All-State sideline report. The Storm are staying right up the middle. I mean, Amir Wallace is no joke what you were talking about in the running back spot.
Yeah, he is no joke. You hit the nail right on the head there. I mean, Willow-Spring, when I talked to Coach Wilkes, said they wanted to utilize the run game, but still make Clayton respect the pass game as well. You know, you got that bubble screen right there that just went for the first down. Kind of mix it up, throwing wrinkles, keeping it the same and keeping it consistent, but also not keeping it too predictable.
2nd and 9, ball on the 35, and
He will
fire it.
time.
No one home, pushing. It looked like 19 act like he tripped on the turf to try to get a penalty flag on Cody Larkins, but the ref wasn't having it.
No, not at all, because there was a good 3-4 foot distance between Cody and the receiver.
Yeah, am I right? That's what it looked like, though, Amy, didn't it? I think he might have tripped on his. He might have tripped on his own, though. We're holding, though.
So
Holding on the Storm.
We got some flag action with a little backing me up.
So we got holding on the Willow-Spring Storm. Holding, that's a 10-yard penalty. And now a 3rd and 14 coming up.
It's going to be more than
and
that.
it's going to be more than that. They'll be 3rd and 24.
Be 2nd down and about 19 on the play for the Storm.
So they'll back him up 3rd and 19. And under a minute to play here, Mark. 3rd and 19 from the 25. They're going to go to the quarterback. That's Dykes. Dykes will hand it off.
Oh,
And
he
wow.
was met by somebody on the sideline.
Yep, that was
Little
number.
bubble screen out to the left-hand side of the Storm.
That was number 3 running the football, and Landon Beckwith. Landon Beckwith, the senior
Third down.
wide receiver. Looked like Braxton, he came in to be a running back there just then running the football.
No, that was a pass.
Oh, okay, well, I missed it. My
Pass out
apologies.
to the flat.
Pass out to the flat. Pass to the
27-yard
flat,
line.
and Beckwith got it. Yep. So a pickup of 2. It'll be now a 3rd and 17. 3rd and long on the 27. The Undertaker bells are chiming. Dykes under pressure
Come
goes
on.
right up the middle.
Quarterback keeper.
And then finally they bring it
Changes
down.
around and finally gets brought down by 3 Comets in the middle. Lost another yard to bring up 4th down.
And I have to say that based on what I just saw, Willow-Spring's not the only one that's doing a little flopping out there.
2 players just had a chance to tackle
Richardson
him,
and McCoy
and they
got
both
beat for the
missed. It
Comets
was
on
the
the
third tackler who got to him.
And that's going to end the first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, 7-0, Clayton leading senior night on the Willow-Spring Storm at Nixon-Fowler Stadium. We're also at the top of the hour. We'll pause for 10 seconds of network identification. This is CRN Friday Night Lights.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
Check the back seat. Check the back seat.
Gets in your head, right? Good, because every year dozens of children are forgotten in the back seat. Cars get hot fast and can be deadly, so get it in your head. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on.
I've been practicing.
What, the cello? You want me to lower the hoop?
Foul!
What are you gonna tell me again?
Foul!
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
You're
yourself
about to get served.
Seriously?
Get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Love
First quarter in the books, done. 12 minutes up on the clock as we get ready to round out the first half. Amy, you're taking this game. Clayton get Darian Ellis in the end zone right now.
That's awesome, but we're looking a little sloppy. We got to tighten up. We got to come back out with some more intensity in the second quarter.
Jackie Posey, you're taking the first quarter.
I like how Amy's being optimistic and saying a little sloppy. We're so sloppy, we're like our cheese is 3/4 off of our cracker right now. So
wow,
we need to put our cheese back on the middle of the cracker.
1st and 10, ball at the 50, and the Comets will have the football. Aiden Smalls up the middle. He'll give it to Noah Smith. Noah Smith goes to the line of scrimmage, and maybe a yard he'll be given. 2nd and 9 coming up. Let's check in on our All-State sideline reporters. Down to you first, lead anchor Kim Winslow. Kim, you're taking the first quarter for the Clayton Comets.
Well, they got started off with such a great defensive series, 3 and out, set the tone for the game, and then the offense kind of struggled there for a little bit. Got it going right here at the end with about 2.5 minutes left.
Aiden Smalls to River Fiore. He had a sea of one around him. That was Logan Purdue as well, looking as well as number 4 of, that was Jordan Ledstetter also in the middle linebacker spot. Good coverage. Amy, Kim, you were saying the game?
No, I was just going to say, so the Comets, finally got something going on offense there at the end of the first quarter. This is their first series of the second quarter. Now we'll see if they can keep it going.
Yes.
Yeah, 39. We'll check in with Braxton Kutchin on the Storm at Willow-Spring in just a moment. 39, ball on the 49. Aiden Smalls, flanker to the right is, of course, going to be Noah Smith. He'll be a blocker. Diesel mode in action for now Smalls. He fires the ball. It is almost picked off. No flags. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. And Braxton, you're taking the first quarter for the Willow-Spring Storm.
Yeah, right now I think the Storm, they're playing outstanding on the defensive side of the ball. We see right there, really the only mistake they had was on that 60-yard touchdown. But right now, 7-0. They're in this game. This defense, and especially this defensive line, they are moving people up front, and they are getting in the backfield or meeting Clayton right at the line.
Chris Mahaya, the senior number 35, kicker punter, is about to punt the football again on a 4th and 9 at midfield. They went nowhere, Amy. That last series, Comets offense struggling here. And they'll turn it back over to the Storm.
At the 20-yard line.
Fair caught at the 20-yard line where Willow-Spring will set up first.
By the way, we got a couple of scoring updates. Thank you. Right now, second quarter, Cleveland Garner 14-0. CBA Cock and Triple S 21-0 first quarter. Right now, Wilson Hunt is beating West Johnston 21-0.
While we got a moment, acknowledge our Clayton Touchdown Club corporate sponsors.
Thanks for those updates. Bruce Barrett giving me some information while listening in micro.
Become a member of the Clayton Touchdown Club. Reach out to them at ClaytonTDClub@gmail.com.
And just like that, Comets defense.
It's back on the field.
Back on the field.
Fumble!
Can they get it back? They
Loss of
will.
5.
The Storm got it back. Loss of 5 yards. Ethan Dykes, quarterback, lost a handful of yards.
Lost about 5 yards. We have second down and 15.
But you can't expect these things to help you out when you're,
No, you got to play your game.
That's
you can't
right.
wait for mistakes of the other team.
That's right.
That's ridiculous.
And just like that, back by 5 yards, second and 15 now at the 15-yard line.
He's rolling, looking
Dykes
to throw.
to the right
flat.
hash mark, throws the ball, no one home, incomplete.
It was
intended for number 15 of Grayson Mosley.
Now, I know I cannot see that clearly, but I think we might have had a chance to get a hand on that.
Down at about 15.
Want to say Mason
I think he
Buckland was
did put
covering
his,
at 43.
I think he did put his hand on it, Amy.
Thank you. I'm looking through 2 windows and out of the glasses, and I can't really see the other side of the field that good. Thanks, Jackie.
You're welcome.
It will now be a third and 15.
And he's met at the line. Finally, we meet them.
Lost.
See, that's
They
how
lost
you
some yardage.
greet neighbors when they come. You meet them at the door.
Yes.
You don't holler and let them come in.
Shake hands.
And give hugs.
That's right. Hey, by the way, want to give a big shout out to the JV Comets last night. What a big win they got, 42-6 over.
Oh no, a fake.
Willow-Spring Storm and a fake punt, and he decided to punt the football. It was going to be a fake punt.
Well, no, he got
punted
rushed
it though.
and he tried to. It wasn't going to be.
That's
a fake
one of
at all.
those. That's one of those Australian
sidekick.
Rugby punts.
Yeah, rugby punts, if you will.
We've got a flag on Willow Springs. They're going to talk to coach, see what he wants to do.
So we got a flag on the play. It sounds like, as Kim said, it might be against the Storm. So we might see if they are going to repunt it again.
See what Coach Chadwick decides to do.
Because, Kim, where will the ball be at if they punted it from here? Where would it be at?
I don't know where they spotted it over there, where it went out of bounds.
They're standing on about the 25.
Right. So if I was Clayton, I'd play that. But
An illegal formation against
and it looks like that's what they're going to do. They're sending out Aiden Smalls, Terrace Hobbs. Your offensive players are going to be in a perfect field position. And Atwell Exterior Services first down for the Comets is going to be literally at the 25-yard line.
No, it's on about, let's see, about the 24.
So near the 25-yard line, 24.
Yeah.
And it's going to be
already
perfect.
in Willow-Spring territory, and let's see what happens.
You hear the band playing. They cannot be playing when the people are playing. There will be a flag called. Smalls goes to McCoy. McCoy on the flat, running, driving, gets to the 20 and more.
Gain of about
Pass
9.
out to the right side to Demarius McCoy. Couple of nice moves.
Senior Demarius McCoy running the football.
They're
Good
saying he's
blocking outside of the
on
perimeter by
the
the Comet
15.
offensive
A
receivers
pickup
as well.
of 9, 2nd and 1. They are, though, in the total refrigeration red zone. We call it Atwell Exterior Services first down. I think the PA calls it StayWild.com first down. 2nd and 1, ball on the 15. Aiden Smalls has not been his regular weasel self tonight.
Yeah.
Khalil Hamilton in the backfield as well. Goes to Khalil. Up the middle. He'll move to the right. Got his jersey
That was
tucked and
Hobbs.
pulled.
That was Hobbs.
Terrace Hobbs, by the way. Terrace Hobbs, number 24, running the football. And he will move the chains. It will be a 1st and 10. Looks like it'll be a 1st and goal, actually.
It's 1st and 10 on the 10.
The 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal on the 10-yard line. 1st and goal on the 10. Comets found Darian Ellis to get the first score of the game at the end of the first quarter, about 3 minutes left. Smalls ready, 1st and 10, fires one. Catch made.
And he's
brought down, though, number 1, number 8, and number 6. That was Cordell Jones and Charlie Hooks right there, making the stops there.
Loss of 1.
Boy, Amy, they read him, though.
They read that perfectly. I also think that one of their defensive ends kind of got a
Also just a
move
yard
on,
play. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
My brain just went blank, y'all. Sorry.
All good.
It's all good.
2nd and 11 on the 11. By the way, 2nd and goal on the 11. They've got to get to the end zone here. 2nd and goal on the 11. Aiden Smalls, flags are flying. Laundry's in the air.
We're going to be moving back a little more.
We'll find out what the call is.
Illegal procedure penalty. Be a 5-yard penalty.
They're going backwards.
Illegal procedure called on the Comets, and they're going to go backwards here.
We have second goal from the 16-yard line.
Sean Delaney is the white hat. He's the referee for this game tonight.
Clayton needs to stay strong here, and we need to run it in.
It is now a 2nd and goal on the 16. Aiden Smalls almost got tackled, broke away, throws to the end zone. Anyone home? Yes, sir. Catch made. Tyler Campbell, touchdown Comets. Tyler Campbell on the right of the end zone. He was there, found it.
15-yard touchdown throw.
And the Comets have scored.
For another 6 points.
For Tyler Campbell. Believe it or not, only his 2nd touchdown of the season.
But he's an impact player. He is always there in the midst of it.
11 receptions, 202 yards, 1 touchdown before tonight. Touchdown number 2. We now get ready to tack on the extra point. Chris Bahia, Aiden Smalls on the hole. The placement, the snap, it's good. It's 14-0.
I'm just going to make a comment now. We're part of the way through the second quarter. We cannot allow ourselves for it to take a quarter and a half before we get our act together.
Yeah. Well, and I don't think you got the act together. They've got 2 big plays. Is what they've done.
Yes.
So Clayton has yet to come out and establish himself as the dominant force in this game. We're winning the ball game. It's 14-0. But I'm just telling you, from a football perspective, you're not dominating this team. You've just made 2 really good plays, and that's why you're at 14-0.
Jackie Posey, want to add anything more to that? 14-0.
No, I agree with everything Mark and them have said.
There you go. Another Clayton chiropractic scoring drive. Kim Winslow, down to you. Clayton 14-0. Do you agree with the Coates family?
I always agree with the Coates family. I ain't silly. But, you know, on that one, it was 2nd and 11, and then you get the penalty and back it up. It's the last thing you want to see. But he was able to find Tyler Campbell right on the edge, and made sure his toes and heels were inbounds. And then Chris Mejia on the extra point hits the scoreboard. He always tries to make that as his goal. It's just kind of that big thud out there. He wants to make a statement even with extra point.
I think he's also trying to prove a point. Mark Coates are ready for a new scoreboard as well.
Yeah.
Well, there's that.
New press box, new scoreboard. We need all of it here on the new turf at Nixon-Fowler Stadium. Ball's going to be picked up at around the 7. And he's going to drop around maybe the 20. Get to the 21-yard line. Number 15 on the punt return, or the kickoff return, that's Grayson Mosley, the sophomore. So right now, 14-0, Clayton leading.
Now hit somebody.
Please.
I remember one homecoming we played, we were up 35-0 by now. Gary set us on the bench with this much time left.
Braxton, I see you all by your lonesome self over there. What's the Storm's vibes now to being down by 2 scores? What's the coach, Mr. Jason Wilkes, saying to him?
Well, right now it's, you go down and score right here. It's a 1-score game. So,
Correct.
I mean, it is still business as usual. You're not out of the game. I mean, Clayton got blessed with some good field position there and, was able to capitalize. If you eliminate a couple mistakes on the offensive end and special teams, then, you can still be only a 1-score game. But right now it's try and put some points on the board.
Yeah, and Amy, I agree with you 100%. These big scores, these big plays is what's making the scores happen for Clayton. But they're not playing the perfect Comets football package that we've seen in days of old.
No. You cannot start off any of the upcoming next 3 games, 2 or 3 games that we know that we've got coming this way.
That's right. By the way, guaranteed win tonight will give Clayton a home playoff game in the first round. That'll be on November
Get him.
15th as Amir Wallace runs with the football again.
Cody on the initial hit.
Cody Larkins there.
And there's the flag.
Cody Whitmer, number 4, Cody Whitmer. Oh boy, they're pushing over there.
There's a Clayton Comet on the ground, and I think Clayton was trying to get them
It was
off.
Keyshawn and Cody, I think.
Yeah,
on
Cody
the bottom.
Whitmer was on the ground of the pile there. Yeah. Now, they didn't throw a flag, right?
Yeah, they did.
They did throw a flag. They did.
There was a flag before he got pushed.
Yes, they did. We'll find out what the white hat, what the call will be here.
Dead ball.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Storm. Again, that's 2 unsportsmanlike conducts called on the Storm now, Amy.
That'd be half the distance to the goal line because it's at the 20-yard line, so it's a 15-yard penalty. They'll mark off 10.
The 5? They're at the 5, right, or the 10-yard line?
No. They're going to put them on about the 10-yard line.
Wow, so half the distance to the goal. They're at the 22 now, so it'll be roughly around the 11 or 10-yard line.
Is it from the line of scrimmage or spot of the foul?
I think it's, yeah, Robbie, spot of the foul, right? So the spot of the foul was behind the line of scrimmage, right?
So they're talking about it right now. He's talking to the Willow-Springs coach.
Amy, it might be more than at the 10-yard line if it was at the spot of the foul.
Well, hold on.
We're getting ready to find out.
They're getting ready to mark it off. That's what I thought.
I think he was discussing with the coach what was going on, what happened. And if I'm not mistaken, Kim, you may know better than me because I can't see up here, if it was the same kid.
I don't think so, but right now this is getting chippy down here with both lines yelling at each other the longer that the officials take.
Yeah, they're still jawing
one
another.
He's telling, he said number 8, Keyshawn, needs to settle down.
There's a whole,
so they're going to pull him out. But they left the kids sitting there yelling back and forth at each other.
Yeah.
It's getting really chippy out here.
Yeah, the coach is trying to now just kind of not reprimand Keyshawn Stansel, but just calm him down.
Well,
calm him down.
Don't let him get in your head. That's what they're trying to do. They've got size. They're out to prove something, and they're trying to push us around. You know, and that's just being a bully. I hate to say that about a group of kids and a team, but right now that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to bully you.
Well, they came to win. They came with something to prove, and honestly, if it works, why not do it?
Well, because it's not very classy. It's not.
No,
it's not good sportsmanship.
I agree. I totally agree.
So they're going to be now a 2nd and 21 after the unsportsmanlike conduct on the Storm at the 11-yard line. Half the distance to the goal from the spot of the foul.
I think it was a loss
Dead
of
ball,
down.
unsportsmanlike, and a loss of down. So 2nd and 21. Throwing the football. And it actually is a 3rd down. You're right. It was a loss of a down. It's 4th down now. They lost a down as well.
4th and 21.
So that was a big penalty, Amy. Not only was it half the distance to the goal, they lose a down. So what should have been a 1st down again became 2nd down. They lost that down, so it became 3rd down. Now it's 4th and 21, and Clayton's going to have, hopefully, unless this guy can punt it to the sky, good field position, and he's going to rugby punt it again and put it right around the 30-yard line.
No, about the 36,
35-yard line is where it'll go out of bounds.
By the Comets, the kicker gets it off.
Wow.
Out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
That's the 2nd time they've done that. They pressured him in the end zone, and it's either go for a rugby-style punt or get a safety.
Clayton 14.
I will definitely say that Clayton needs to come out and play Clayton football right now on offense. Defense has done some of the work. Willow-Spring has helped us with some of the work with their penalties. That's not how Clayton typically plays.
All right, guys, 6 minutes left. Let's get them in the end zone. Let's go. Let's hear something for the offense.
6.5 minutes remaining. We're midway through now in the 2nd quarter. 14-0. Aiden Smalls running with the football on his own. Instead,
Nope, Aiden.
Yeah, no, that was Aiden. Carson was in the quarterback.
Carson Jones was in at the quarterback spot. Aiden Jones was kind of Aiden Smalls was kind of playing like a utility player.
Well, they're trying to get him in a rhythm. They want the ball in his hands. They're trying to let him be a playmaker, and you can't always do that at quarterback. So you're trying to move him around, slip him around.
Smalls is back.
So that was Carson Jones going to Aiden Smalls. Aiden Smalls is only able to get up a yard. And now they're going to go up the middle again. I think that's Noah Smith running the football that time.
Handoff up the middle to Smith. Picks up 3 or 4.
Be about a 3rd
Bring
and
up
5.
3rd down for the Comets.
Coming up.
I'm fussing out
3rd
the
and
window,
7 for
Wesley.
the
Sorry.
Comets.
I can't. It doesn't help. It's all mussy.
So a 3rd and 7 coming up for the Comets offense, and they have just not been able to get anything going except those 2 big bombs. Big plays. Normally we see Aiden Smalls throw the football on 3rd down. This time he will not. He'll go up the middle to Noah
First
Smith
down.
and a big breakaway and more. Move the chains.
Ball handed off to Smith. He's going to be
First
close.
down.
See what the call is.
Should be a first down. We'll wait to see the white hat make the call here.
And he makes the call. It is a StayWild.com comment. First down.
That is a Atwell Exterior Services first down
Hey,
for
Comet
those on
crew,
the
where you
radio
at?
crew.
Where you at, crew?
Well, they just sound just so quiet. Even Robbie Worrell can't even get them energized and pumped up.
Well, I'm going to say, and Coach Shadwick has spoke about this, that we need the 12th man to be present
Absolutely.
at the games. That is amazing. It invigorates our players, and it's hard sometimes to get that 12th man involved when the 11 men on the field are not necessarily playing the best game of their life.
Game about 3, so bring up 2nd down and 7.
Got to get them fired up for
From the
sure.
23-yard line.
Just don't make noise whenever the score happens. You got to make noise all the time.
All the
be
time.
loud, be rowdy for sure.
And I have to
2nd
give
and
credit-
7. I think I can hear a pin drop right now outside.
Well, I have to give credit to the band. They are doing their job, and they're doing
Yep.
a great job.
I love when the band's here. Amplifies the show. 2nd and 7, ball on the 22 for the Comets. Beginning to drive, they're heading to the red zone, presented by Total Refrigeration, and Aiden Smalls will instead fire. Touchdown! That is Tavon Evans in the end zone. Tavon Evans, touchdown!
And throws the ball for the touchdown.
Tavon Evans finds his 7th touchdown of the year. Coming into tonight's game, 12 receptions, 12 receptions, 314 yards, and another touchdown score on a 2nd and 7, Amy.
And you have to applaud. That is a long pass is working for us tonight. However, you got to get the rest
Got to
of the
work on
game
the running
working.
game. Got to work on the snapping for sure. Yes.
That is good. Hold is
Add
good.
on the extra
Kick is
point.
good.
Chris
So,
Mejia, by the
12
way,
to go in
adds
the
on
first
the
half.
extra point.
Good score now.
Chris
Willow-Spring
Mejia
0,
is now
Comets
30-21.
21.
6 for 39 right now.
And you know what time it is. Here we go. Let's get our last one
36 for
tonight.
39
Give me
on
C.
PATs.
Give me those. Give me them. Give me D. Give me T. Give me this. What do you got? What do you got? Louder.
Of a second can be the difference between victory and defeat at the finish line. America's favorite bull ring is back in action for a summer of Friday night NASCAR Regional Series racing. Tickets are just $15 and available online in advance at WCSpeedway.com or at the gate starting at 6 on race nights. Wake County Speedway, 10 minutes south of downtown Raleigh. WCSpeedway.com.
Comets, another score, 21-0. Touchdown presented by Clayton Chiropractic on Main Street in Clayton. Thanks to Dr. Carl Lloyd and Kim Winslow. Down to you for another All-State report in that Clayton Chiropractic score and drive update.
A little pooch kit for the Comets on the kickoff. Hey, last week they got it done on the ground with all their scoring on the ground, and tonight so far 3 touchdowns through the air. Comets getting it.
And right now, 21 to 0. That was, by the way, number 40, Cameron Oviatt. Cameron Oviatt putting the stop down there on him. All right, Amy, here you go. 1st and 10 on the 25 for the Comets defense, taking on the Storm again.
Mr. Oviatt sharing the wealth. Number 81, Trevor White, also in on the tackle.
So they're going to stay with the quarterback, obviously. That's Ethan Dykes, 5'10", 160-pound junior quarterback. They have a flag on the play. They're going to wave it off. They're going to wave off the flag. No penalty on the play. They wave off the flag.
Not sure what he thought he saw.
I didn't think you could break the huddle with 12.
1st and 10, ball on the 25. Going with Dykes. Dykes will go to Wallace.
Nice.
Let's check it on the other side of the field with Braxton Kutchin. Braxton, honestly, that's pretty much the only offensive weapon we've seen by the Willow-Spring Storm has been Dykes to Wallace.
Yeah, it has, and Wallace he's been actually really good tonight so far. Just Willow-Spring has been shooting themselves in the foot a little bit with penalties and mental mistakes. So if they could cut that back, I mean, right now the running game's been working for them. Passing game not so much, but the running game definitely been a strong focal point of this Willow-Spring offense.
All right, 2nd and 7, ball on the 28. Looks like Ethan Dykes, and boy, look at now the change by the Comets defense. They got the audible. Throw made, catch made, number 18. That's
number 18 brought down immediately by
Drew Bergen that caught the ball, but Comets defender.
Check that, number 55.
Number 55, Josh Kelly ain't making the stop there.
Bring a 3rd down and about 3.
I will say it before, I'll say it again. I love the jerseys. It's hard to read the numbers, though.
It is hard, especially if they're bunched up, and some of them just by normal play get kind of bunched up.
Yes. And the Undertaker bells are chiming again on a 3rd and 3 here at Nixon-Fowler Stadium. 2.5 minutes left to go here in the first half in the 2nd quarter. They're going to go to Dykes. Dykes up the middle. No one home.
Well, I think it was
a 34. Tayshawn Walker could have got a hand on it, Amy.
Ball is incomplete. Harmlessly bring up 4th down and about 3 for this.
Well, and I'm going to tell you something. 57's got a little bit of Ryan Jones in him.
Yes, he does.
And the folks that know Ryan Jones understand what I mean by that.
Yes, he does. And actually, there's nothing like that kind of
Timeout
heart.
Storm on the field with 2:27 left.
There is a timeout on the field. We'll take one with them as well.
Watch the fake.
21.
There's a timeout on the field. We'll take one with them.
Timeout!
Listen up, get tight.
This is the most important timeout I've ever called.
Things are getting out of control out there, and we need to regroup.
Hate.
Hate is winning out there.
Not on these fields.
In our communities. On our streets. In our schools.
And we need to stop it.
So let's take this moment
To change the momentum.
and call a timeout
On hate. Together. Together.
Sportsmanship. It means a lot of things.
It means showing respect for the opposing team
And being a good host for our visitors.
It's about modeling good behavior and not getting caught up in the emotion of the moment.
It's about winning with humility.
Losing with dignity.
It is about making my high school games.
It's a good memory that I can enjoy for years to come.
Mr. Official.
Mom,
Dad, son,
daughter, coach.
Are we in this together?
Sportsmanship. Together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Coming up, U.S. Sports Uniforms Fast Track Designs at the half. Kim Winslow will grab head coach Scott Chadwick. Braxton Kutchin will grab head coach Jason Wilkes. And the head coaches will give their thoughts on the game so far. As right now, it is Clayton 21-0 in this contest. And the Comets defense back on the field. Got a player down in the backfield.
No, it ain't nobody down. It's a
He's
fake.
acting.
It's a fake punt.
It was a fake punt, and
Y'all couldn't tell that was coming.
Wow.
Yes.
A little trickeration. Pick up about 9 on the play.
And he moves the chains. That is a first down.
Yes.
It is a first down. Wow.
I'm going to tell you what.
He got me fooled. I thought he went down.
No, he never.
There's a chewing. There's a chewing coming in private at halftime. I promise you
I
that.
think Kim will weigh the odds of whether she wants to interview Chadwick.
Maybe the start of the third quarter might be a
That
better
might be
idea.
better.
Let him cool off at halftime, right?
You called it, Amy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
1st and 10,
Because
ball on the
this
42.
sideline is hot right now.
I have no doubt.
I mean, you just literally gave them on special teams a first down. There was a fake punt. And Comets defense, they just... 1st and 10, ball on the 42. There's Dykes. Dykes There you go. Big stops there.
Quarterback Dykes is swarmed under by the Comets on the sack.
Initial hit by 20 what, Kim? I couldn't read the number.
Oh, is it number 20?
20.
Number 20, yeah.
Looks like Delmont Burke gets about the
Delmont Burke gets some credit. Jackie, it sounds like some of the fans are coming alive in the grandstand a little bit, too.
Some of them are a little here and there. Maybe their hot chocolate hasn't kicked in yet.
Maybe they're what?
Hot chocolate hasn't kicked in.
They haven't got their caffeine fix yet.
It's not really that cold outside, is it?
No.
No.
2nd and 13, ball on the 39. Comets defense trying to stop the Storm. They're driving. Ethan Dykes. Amir Wallace. It'll be a throw. Dykes will launch it. Catch incomplete. Well, it was intended for number 19 of Eddie Mann, but nobody home there, Amy. Third down coming up.
Why is Keyshawn? There's a flag.
Keyshawn Stansel is fired up, by the way.
Well, he's irritated because the offensive lineman keeps pulling at him, and he got his hands up in his face on his face mask, and then he gets called for the roughing the passer, and nothing was called on the face mask against him.
And the coaches are going to come
Just keep watching number 51. He is trying to get under Keyshawn's skin.
He has.
Keyshawn's on the sideline now, guys.
Well, and he took himself out to cool off. So
1st and 10, ball on the 46. Dykes will fire the football.
Ooh,
no one home, incomplete, two-man coverage intended for number 7 of Luke Maslow. It is incomplete. 2nd and 10, ongoing. Well, Mark, I'll just say this, and I know we say one game at a time.
He's telling another one to go out of the game.
Sending 55, Josh Kelly out, and Coach Chadwick is calling for a timeout.
I think this is going to probably be another team timeout.
He's talking to the white hat.
Yeah, he's talking.
Coach Chadwick is definitely animated, talking to the lead official in the white hat right now.
They've got us all wound up. Now we're talking back. They're not saying nothing to them. And, right is right and wrong is wrong. But, I mean, call it both ways, guys. You always, the one that responds is the one that gets something said to. You're going to have to shut up and just let you play do the talking. Okay? You're going to have to find another gear. And that gear cannot be your mouth, okay?
True statement.
If they're pulling your face mask, break their arm.
Not literally.
No, break it. By God, come down across it. Come down across
swim
it, either
move.
come up. No, it's not a swim move. You're taught to either come up and rip through or come over and come down. I don't mean break it as in break it, but by God, they'll quit grabbing you sooner or later.
Right,
yes,
yeah.
Break up the play.
Now, I tell you, they'll stop grabbing it.
And I'll be honest, too, Amy, I know that we're focused on the game at hand, but if they're getting frustrated because of the storm, they better pack a big lunch to prepare for what the obstacle is for next week.
This is a test.
Yeah. Hands down. Sean Delaney having a word with, obviously, Coach Scott Chadwick. And now we settle in for a 2nd and 10, ball on the 46-yard line. Oh, he moved.
Start on the offense, it'll back him up 5.
And they call a flag. They do. They back him up 5 yards. I was wondering if they were going to call it or not. They did.
I was waiting patiently.
Sean Delaney did throw the yellow laundry referee, and he said back him up 5 yards.
Way back.
Oh, Mark's doing a cheer. Look at him. Woo.
2nd and 15, ball on the 49. Dykes ready. Getting swallowed up. They're going after him big time. The hot pursuit is on. And he runs out of bounds and scampers away from 3 Comet defenders in hot pursuit running him down. Oh, that could have been a big hit there.
It could have been, and there'd have been a penalty flag for it, too.
100%.
Now, why is that, Mark? Why? Because it would have been.
That's just what they do. I mean, the quarterback's going out of bounds.
You cannot hit him.
If you unload on him, it's football now.
Right.
It's football. If he's in bounds, you should be able to hit him. But if you ain't careful the way in these days and times,
and all three defenders right there amongst him, you're going to have impact. He was trying to set Clayton up for the penalty is what he was trying to do.
Yes.
Gotcha. 2nd and 13. Second and 13, ball. Third down, actually. It's a 3rd and 13. And they throw the football. Anyone home?
That's
no.
pass interference on the offense, Dad.
No flags.
He pulled it down.
It was intended for number 3 of Landon Beckwith. Beckwith is incomplete. No flags. Fourth down.
And what Mark's upset about is the
what I'm upset about is the defender had position. The receiver pulled him to the ground to keep him from intercepting the ball.
Yes, and it should have been offensive pass interference. You are correct.
So it'll be a fourth down, actually. 4th down and long, and they're going to punt the football with a minute left to go here in the first half. And the Comets are going to run with the football. And he just got a nice storm sandwich.
So it'll be on about
that was number 82 of Samaj Richardson on the punt return. Braxton, down to you for another All-State sideline report for the Storm. They just come up a little bit short. Punting the football again.
Yeah, right now, I mean, that was a good drive, moving the ball, the fake punt on 4th down. Kind of soaked up some clock to make Clayton, have very limited time to move down the field. But we'll see if Clayton decides to push it or just kind of take this thing into the half up 21-0.
And remember, the Comets, Amy, will get the football to start the 3rd quarter. Aiden Smalls driving up the field, and he gets maybe a yard at the line of scrimmage, maybe if that. He runs out of bounds.
Chased out of bounds, but no gain on the play. Looks like 2nd down and 10.
Kim, didn't
no
he
gain,
bounce
actually.
the ball and pick it back up?
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, it fell right out of his hands, and luckily it bounced
out
of his hands.
Yep.
He was very, very fortunate on that.
Amen.
So 2nd and 10, ball on the 21. Comets have 48 seconds left, by the way, until the U.S. Sports Uniforms Fast Track Designs at the half. Aiden Smalls, QB1, running, moving to the left, right hash mark. He'll throw the football. Big bomb, caught, intercepted. No, it's incomplete. It is incomplete. Almost got picked off.
It's okay. There's a flag on the play.
Yeah, there's 2.
Do what, Kim?
There's 2 flags. One's going to be, I think, holding on Comets and then roughing the passer.
So these penalties should offset penalties against.
But that was an extreme. I mean, Smalls got nailed.
It's 2 flags though.
Yeah. And it was an extremely late flag. You could tell the official on the see if the white hat was going to throw it. When he didn't, he threw the flag. And Aiden's kind of limping back to
the. He is. Wow.
Also at the 22-yard line. We'll see what the call is.
So we wait to see what Sean Delaney will make the call for. 38 seconds left to go. And holding on the Comets. And then, wow.
Both
penalties are
Chadwick, because Chadwick was like, where's the flag for that? Because they weren't calling.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Is he calling it on Chadwick?
Yes, he did. Because they throw the
flag
for roughing the passer. And so Chadwick was saying, where's the flag for that one? And they threw the flag. I thought it was just going to be a late flag coming down for roughing the passer.
So they're calling a penalty on roughing the passer.
No, they're calling
a penalty
Chadwick
for holding on Clayton and unsportsmanlike conduct on Coach.
I think Chadwick's about had it at this point.
Oh, my.
I'm going to tell you what.
Oh, my.
We're playing like crap, and the referees ain't doing no dad blame better.
Thank you for catching that.
He already said,
No, I ain't going to say that.
2nd and 10, ball on the 21.
This is ugly
Robbie over
right
there
now.
chuckles over
What
there.
are we on, the 5-yard line?
We're on the 5.
Oh, man.
2nd and God knows.
What is that, 2nd
5,
and 20?
10, 15, 20, 25, 26.
2nd and 26 on the 5-yard line. If it was me, Amy, I would take a knee.
No, well, you're going to be in the end zone if you do.
Yeah, but you can't take a knee. You got to run it out of the end zone.
You got to run it out of the end zone. Run the clock out is what I meant to say. Run the clock out because, they do get the football to start the 3rd quarter. My goodness, maybe
the ball to 2nd down at the 5-yard line.
Coach Chadwick has already walked away from the sidelines.
As he should. He probably needs a breather, which is perfectly understandable.
Yeah, he's already took his headset off and everything.
Yeah, he's just taking a knee.
Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do is to take a knee.
Brings up third down, which may bring us to halftime unless
This will
timeout.
There looks like, yeah, and now the Willow-Spring Storm call a timeout to stop the clock.
Does call a timeout. Of course.
They're gonna force his hand. They ain't just gonna let him run it out.
A timeout's being called by the Willow-Spring Storm with still a little minimal seconds left to go here in the first half. We'll take one with them.
What? Can you read what they're saying?
Looks like it's 31. 31 seconds added to the clock.
Timeout, timeout, timeout!
Listen up, get tight.
This is the most important timeout I've ever called.
Things are getting out of control out there, and we need to regroup.
Hate.
Hate is winning out there.
Not on these fields.
In our communities. On our streets. In our schools.
And we need to stop it.
So let's take this moment
To change the momentum.
and call a timeout.
On hate. Together.
Together.
Timeout has expired. 31 seconds, by the way, has been put back up on the play clock. It'll be a 3rd and 26 on the 5-yard line. High snap. Smalls will send it up the middle.
Fourth down.
Terrace Hobbs running the football. It will be a 4th and long coming up. A pickup of 9. They're just trying to run the clock down, Amy, to end the first half of this game.
That's what we need to do.
You think we're in the NFL right now?
Are we talking about with all the timeouts being called?
Well, I mean, he's not just going to let it go. He's coaching. He's trying to give something positive to his team, and you know, Clayton's ready to go to halftime. They're ready to get out of here, get this over with, and he's just not going to let it happen.
And I will say this one more time.
Can you blame him?
Nope.
Coming up, Amy is going to let Coach Scott Chabot cool off. Maybe she can grab him at the 3rd quarter. Kim will. And Braxton, if you can, try to grab Coach Jason Wilkes.
I'm not sure.
And if you hear Mark talking in the background, he's talking with Robbie.
Yeah.
With his headset
Jason
on.
Wilkes will be the head coach for the Willow-Spring Storm. 21-0 right now as they get ready to move into the U.S. Sports Uniforms Fast Track Designs at the half. The clock is stopped, though, and they're going to punt the football. Chris Mahia, and they got a hand on it.
And that hit a Willow-Springs player.
Number 28 got the hand on the football. That's Caleb Costin, and he goes down.
The punt was partially blocked. Caught by the
You got
Willow-Spring
13 seconds, Amy, and you're
line.
literally around the 20-yard line for the Storm.
First and 10
Right now, I have no words, so we're just going to see what happens.
Chris Mahia, Mark, you kind of mentioned it. It wasn't
All right, guys, let's go
a full-on
13.2.
block
Let's go.
punt, but definitely the Storm got a hand on it. The Storm got a hand on it. And you hear public address Robbie Morrell. We'll get his thoughts during halftime.
Shut out.
And here comes now Comets defense. They need 13 seconds to at least take us to the locker room at Nixon-Fowler Stadium for halftime. Dykes with the football. Throws it. End zone. Incomplete. No one home. It's incomplete. Looked like number 19, Eddie Mann. It was intended actually for Grayson Mosley, but nobody home. Incomplete now. And they took Mark about 7 seconds off the clock also. Are they going to try to kick a field goal?
Yes.
That's what I would do.
That's exactly what they're going to try to do here.
Or fake it.
So Moses Barker is coming out.
Jackie, we're not going to listen to you.
To kick. How long is it? A 38-yard field goal attempt. Oh, and Clayton jumped.
God almighty.
5-yard penalty.
Now 38 yards will become 33 yards. My goodness.
This needs to be a game of two halves, and the second half needs to be rock star for Clayton.
A 33-yard field goal attempt by Moses Barker, number 22 for the Storm.
Get your fingers on it, boys.
Comets, special teams, and defense.
We jumped
There's
again.
another flag, and they jumped again.
Going to jump one more time.
Come on, guys.
Comets, 5 more yards.
I am
Just gave 'em a
I'm
first
just
down.
unbelievable the way they're playing football tonight. I can't believe it.
Now they're putting the offense back out there. They're going to take another shot.
So now they're going to bring out the offense.
They've gained 10 yards on them, but penalties. They got them.
They just gained another first down. 1st and 10 on the 12.
Storm from the 11 or 12-yard line, 1st and 10.
Braxton, can you blame them while the Storm's doing this, right? I mean, take advantage of it, exploit the weakness.
Right, if you can steal points in any way possible, especially before the end of the half, you got to do it if you're Willow-Spring.
That's exactly what they're trying to do. Snap goes to Dykes. Dykes is going to run with the football. Comets defense trying to stop him. He's short, ball fumbles. Clock is expired as well.
And there's a flag. There's a flag.
There's a flag.
One of
the
them
play.
got holding on Willow-Spring.
Quarterback's knocked out of bounds or tackled about the 3-yard line.
Ball was fumbled.
And there's a flag over here. Is that a late hit or?
This is getting out of hand here.
I mean, they drilled the quarterback, but he was a running back. What are you supposed to do?
I think the one on this near side was holding.
Do what?
Let's see.
And remember, Amy, we remember this at South Garner a couple of years ago. You cannot end a game on a defensive penalty.
You cannot.
Can't end a half on a defensive penalty. So the Storm might get another shot at it.
We don't know.
Unless they're having a powwow about
There's
it.
2 penalty flags. If they're on the offense,
it can end.
If they're offset,
It'll be
these
on
are
Willow
offsetting
Springs.
penalties, Robbie. What happens?
So if they're offsetting penalties, it's one untimed down.
Both of these would have to be against the offense.
Man,
Gotcha,
oh man.
because it's after the play.
And they're having a conversation about it. That's Sean Delaney, the head referee in white, the white hat. Ready to see the call here. And he is right now talking also to the coach.
They're going to be on Willow-Spring. I thought he said field and holding.
So both penalties are going to be on Willow-Spring, Kim?
That is what Kim thinks at this point.
Now that will end the half, right?
It will if they're both on the offense.
2 offensive penalties will end the half. Ready to see the call here from the referee.
It's on Willow Springs. They're going to the field out.
Holding. So both penalties have been declined. Nobody gets anything. Let's go to the locker room and go to the third quarter coming up here, Amy.
Let's attempt to regroup.
Let's try that again. Willow-Spring 0, your Comets 21.
Boy, I'll tell you what. This
My
has
challenge
not
to each and every one of you in second half is to let's get it on
This has not
for
been
24 more minutes as loud and hard as we can.
not been the
And let's
type of
bring some
football
energy from
game
the
that we
stands,
are used
'cause
to
it's not
seeing.
transferred to the field.
Braxton, are you down there with Coach Jason Wilkes? I know we were going to try to grab him on the sideline, obviously.
I think he's having a conversation with the hat first.
Right now he's giving the white hat an earful right now. So I told him, but we'll see what his mood is coming off the field.
Yeah, just wait behind him. Just wait behind him. Looks like he's about finished up talking with the
If
referee.
you'd like to join the Clayton TD Club, reach out
So
to
Sean Delaney.
ClaytonTDClub@gmail.com. For your halftime
Sean Delaney, the head referee, definitely making both Comets and Storm coaches upset here.
Under the leadership
Braxton
of
is standing by, hopefully with Jason Wilkes. Kim is going to try to possibly grab Coach Chadwick at the start of the third quarter. We're going to let him pull off here.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, guys, I've got Coach Wilkes here. Coach, chaotic into the first half. Kind of tell us what was going on, especially down the stretch.
Yeah, we just got to make sure that we finish. All right, we got to finish drives on offense. We did a pretty good job right there creating that stop on defense. But we get in the red zone right there in that situation. We got to be able to put the ball in the box, and regardless of whatever penalty flags are thrown, we got to be able to overcome those calls.
One thing you and I talked about before the game was how the defense has played well so far. Despite giving Clayton short field, I think the defense has played well so far. What can you say about them?
Yeah, they've done a good job overall. We just can't give up the big play. We had a couple breakdowns of coverages that really hurt us, and we gave them short field a few times. If we can clean those things up and force them to drive the whole field like you saw right there at the end of the half, we can create some stuff on defense.
All righty, thank you for your time, Coach.
There you go. Thank you very much, Braxton Kutchin, our All-State sideline reporter for the Willow-Spring Storm, finding the thoughts of obviously head coach Jason Wilkes on his take of the game. Mark Coates, I don't think I've heard you say this in a very long time. Sloppy play by Clayton tonight. What in the world? They're in another zip code or something.
Yeah, and that's the best way to describe it. It's sloppy. It's sloppy, and that's, you know, right now there's got to be some reckoning in that locker room. They know they've played bad. They've got to challenge them. We get the ball to come out and start the third quarter, and they need to come out and respond on that first series of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a listen to the Clayton High School Marching Band as they perform their rendition of the Oregon Trail. This is their final time this year. Mark Coates, Robbie Worrell will give analysis here for U.S. Sports Uniforms Fast Track Designs at the half after the Clayton High School Comets Marching Band. Getting ready to perform, obviously, the Oregon Trail. That is their band competition halftime performance. And I was told this afternoon this is their final time doing it this year here for a home football game. They will be here for the playoff games, but they literally will not be performing this during halftime. Let's take a listen. Braxton, can you cut your mic on, buddy, down on the field, please? Braxton Kutchin. Jackie, zoom in a little bit.
Day 112. Laws chased by a herd of thundering bison. finally made it to Portland, Oregon. It's more beautiful than I could ever imagine.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Clayton High School 2024 Marching Band.
We'll be back with analysis with Robbie Worrell, Mark Coates, and more. This is Fast Track Designs and U.S. Sports Uniforms at the half. We're also at the top of the hour.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we'll
once
pause
again,
for 10 seconds of network identification. This is CRN Friday Night Lights.
Athletes. And now we'd like to take a moment to recognize our senior members of our
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
Hey, CRN's Kim Winslow here. We are proud to announce that U.S. Sports Uniforms is the new official apparel provider for the Community Radio Network team for all of our coverage of Clayton Comets athletics for the 2023-2024 season. U.S. Sports Uniforms can supply you with high-quality yet affordable uniforms for football, basketball, baseball, softball, lacrosse, and soccer, as well as jerseys for ice hockey and BMX racing.